Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you this quick and easy card that I created using the Latte Love suite of products found in the online store. This stamp set is part of our online exclusives that are available while supplies last. And of course, you'll find a link for the PDF with all the measurements and the full supply list in the description of this video. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how to get started. I'm going to start with the sentiment for this, and I'm going to bring in my hello there, ink it up in the early espresso, and stamp. And then I'm going to bring in the little spoon image here, ink it up in the Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to stamp that right underneath my sentiment like so. Okay, and next I'm going to stamp my inside panel. Now this is going to be a landscape card, so you want to make sure you have it turned the correct way. I'm going to stamp my sentiment here in the center in the Lost Lagoon, and then I'm going to bring my pecan pie splotch, and I'm going to add that a couple of times up here in the top left-hand corner, and once down here in the right bottom. And then I'm going to bring in my rings and simply add a few of those randomly here in my top left. I've got that finished and we're ready to assemble. To assemble my card, I'm first going to start with punching up my sentiment. So I'm going to bring that over here, slide it into my punch. There we go. And I can set that aside. I'm going to start by building my card front, so I am going to fold this on the score line and use my bold folder so that's nice and flat. What that's going to do is allow you to see things a little easier. I'm going to bring in my 1/2-inch strip of designer series paper, and I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive right here on the right hand side. And then I'm going to add my designer series paper on top of that, and I want to leave about 1/4 inch of that panel showing. Now if you need to, you can use your grid paper. I'm simply going to eyeball that. Once I have that done, I can bring in my strip of designer series paper and add a little bit on the left edge. Now I'm going to set this on my card front where it's going to end up being, simply for placement. If you're using your grid paper, you'll have that measurement guide so you can make sure that this measures 4 inches across. I've got that done, and I'm going to lay my designer series paper right here on top of it like so and adhere. At this point, I can flip over my entire panel and adhere it to my card front. Now that I have my card front finished, I can bring in my punched piece here and add a couple of dimensionals to the back to pop this up. I'm going to add one in each of the 4 corners of my punch. Remove the backing. Line it up and adhere it right here onto my card front like so. I have that finished. I'm ready to bring in the adhesive swirls. These match the designer series paper, and I hope you can see it. While it comes in the 3 different colors, it's got this lovely little swirl on the dots themselves. So I'm going to pick up the lighter one here and add that right onto my punch like so. And if you'd like to, you can scatter a few around the card front also. So there you go. I'm ready to either set my signature panel on the inside of my card so I can sign and add it later, or adhere it down. That choice is yours. This is a cute and simple card using our online exclusive stamp set, Latte Love, and the coordinating products that you'll find in this suite. And of course, if you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Ginny. Thanks for joining me.